Welcome, Aquarius rising, to your December astrology with your Cosmic Girl. Trust you're doing well. This month we have 3 lunations. We've got 2 new moons and a full moon, and we're going to be going through the planetary transits in this video for you. On the 1st of December, we're having our first lunation of the month. It's the new moon, and it's in Sagittarius in your 11th house of networking. So a really good beginning happening here. You could have a social connection connected to education, teaching, learning, traveling. So these topics are connected to this new beginning, whether it's through a friendship, a goal regarding you've always wanted to go to New Zealand, something as simple as that. But there's a new beginning here and potentially a new ally professionally coming on board to take your hand and show you the way to your professional horizons. On the 6th of December, Mars in Leo goes into a retrograde in your 7th house of partnerships, relationships, and contracts. So if there's been conflict or strife, trouble in paradise with contracts and relationships, Mars retrograding here now will start to take a turn for the better. You may be able to iron out any conflicts, any nuances with other people or agreements, and this can only benefit you in the long run. On the 7th of December, it's a busy day. The Sun in Sagittarius opposes retrograde Jupiter in Gemini. This is lighting up your 11th house of networking, friends, and goals, and opposing your house of pleasure, dating, children, if applicable, and hobbies and creativity. So what you could come up against here on this day, Sagittarius rising, Aquarius rising, is your social commitments that are bothering a hobby, a child, or a romantic connection. But you've got things to do, so those people and those hobbies are going to have to be put on the back burner on the 7th because you're networking and you're doing your thing. And rightly so, because Venus moves into your first house on the same day. And this is about your image, your sense of self, and loving what you do and really invested in your own future. So really good transit coming up with Venus in the first house. You could be leveling up when it comes to a new wardrobe, a new appearance that makes you feel fresh and vibrant. Neptune goes direct on the same day, the 7th. In Pisces, your second house of finance and things that benefit the self. This looks good for committing to a new course of study, a new financial path forward, something that brings in a sense of abundance on the day-to-day. So Neptune going direct now will certainly have you seeing the forest for the trees on how your money can work for you instead of you working for your money. On the 12th, we see Venus and Mars, the two cosmic lovers, come into an opposition, lighting up your first house and your 7th house. This is about you needing to do you, yet relationships, contracts, and partnerships are demanding your attention. So self-care is the key on the 12th of December. Other people and commitments may just have to wait. The 15th of December, Mercury goes direct in Sagittarius, your 11th house of networking, and we also have that full moon in Gemini lighting up your house of romance, joy, and pleasure. It looks as if the friends and networking can now be put on the back burner because you're slipping under the covers, indulging in your hobbies, and potentially getting involved with your children and having fun with them, if applicable. A fun day to be had with a full moon in Gemini. On the 19th, we see Venus in Aquarius line up with retrograde Jupiter in Gemini. This looks fabulous for you going forward with a romantic commitment, potentially committing to becoming a new parent or a child going through an optimistic transition. This looks fabulous on the 19th of December for fun, and you're all in. The 21st, we see the Sun leave Sagittarius and ingress into Capricorn, your 12th house of the unseen. When the Sun steps into Capricorn, you're more reserved and keeping things private. You may be more interested in navel gazing, checking out, and doing yourself in regards to pleasure, what you find interesting, and your spiritual practices. The Sun in Capricorn in your 12th house is lighting up your need for rejuvenation. On the 26th, we see Mercury oppose retrograde Jupiter. So this is lighting up that social house again and your pleasure house. Difficult day Typical day on the 26th of December. No one's really going to win. We're talking about a debate or an argument that is potentially frustrating you and other people. So take it easy on the 26th. The 30th of December, we see a new moon in Capricorn in your 12th house. So there's a new beginning that you're developing behind the scenes, whether it's a new spiritual practice, getting on top of an addiction, or getting yourself out of isolation. A brand new beginning happening in your 12th is only beneficial to get you out of a funk. Pluto's in Aquarius for 20 years in your first house of your self, identity, and who you are. So you certainly be going to be going through some massive transformations over the next 20 years. Pluto is only interested in bringing forward abundance and letting things go that don't serve you. So Pluto's giving you plenty of gifts along the way in his 20-year transit in your first house of the self and going through massive transformation. Uranus is retrograde in Taurus in your 4th house. The most predictable thing with Uranus is the unpredictability of this planet. So the changes, be them abrupt, swift, or liberating, is all connected to your family, real estate, home, and property topics. Rolling with the punches is the only thing we can do with Uranus. And in your 4th house of security, serenity, and harmony may be difficult at times. Saturn in Pisces in your 2nd house. Saturn's really putting you through it in regards to identifying what works and what doesn't when it comes to your sense of abundance on the day-to-day. Knowing what's going in and out is highly advised when it comes to your money and financial transactions. Saturn here in Pisces will certainly give you the determination and discipline to get on top of your sense of abundance. Thanks for tuning in, Aquarius rising. I trust you have yourself a fabulous month. Looking forward to 2025 indeed. And thank you so much for your support throughout 2024. It's been a pleasure. Stay cosmic, guys, and I'll connect with you next time. Thanks for tuning in, Aquarius rising. I trust you have yourself a fabulous month. Looking forward to 2025 indeed. And thank you so much for your